Alright guys, sorry for the camera. You can see I'm charging my digital camera for when I need it, but I just want to make these reviews because I'm just haven't really gotten to these to review said games. So first game I'd like to review is, I know it's come out a few months ago, but it's Dead Island Riptide. So what I think of Dead Island Riptide, compared to the first one, it's weird because I actually liked the map. There were some things I found, I don't know, a bit better. Things I found better about Riptide compared to the original is the main characters talk in the games played. Finally, that is a good improvement. I really thought that was, a big core thing that should have happened. Gameplay wise is exactly the same, which is no problem, apart from it's not the best gameplay. It has a little bit of a sluggish kind of feel every now and then, but it feels pretty solid sometimes. And things that make the game quite good and entertaining would be the amount of weapons you can customize weapons. Well, you get weapon blueprints. If you don't know, from say on the first one, I have a katana, and I'll have a katana, but I can put like electrical, it's like a shock one, or it's a fire damage or poison damage, and you can even get weapons that do shoot out fire damage and all this. It just goes on. And you can make weapons. So you can have a shovel, and then you can take the shovel bit off, have a blade on it and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Same characters are back. The 4 characters on the back there. There's this new one, this one up here. It also plays in. You also import your characters. So if you from the first one, if you had a max level character from the first one, say I had Sam B as my character from the first one, I imported my level 60 Sam B character in, and yeah, it was cool. So that was good. So I had I could get more skills, but I already had the ones, so I didn't start off with as bare bones, should I say. So yeah, there was a story. I can't remember what the first one was like. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I think it's story-wise was a bit better than the first one. The only thing I did think that because it's on these little islands and that, it's sort of interconnecting, the map didn't feel as big as the first one. I don't know, the first one felt bigger. Maybe that's just me. It could be the same size, but because it's split up a bit, I don't know. But overall, it's a pretty solid experience. It's got you can play it solo, but when you're playing by yourself, obviously the other characters won't be there. So that's a bit different, which is weird. Which is what I guess that's one way of doing it. But another thing that's weird is because there's 5 characters now, there's no 5-player co-op. I mean, I get the whole 2 to 4 player co-op, like on here, it says on the back here. But if you're adding a 5th character, I thought that might have added 5-player co-op. You would think, if they're all going to work together. But I think the point is, like in the first one, you get to a place and there'd be like a cutscene with the characters, and they would talk in the cutscenes, like not in the game. And it'd all arrive and just be you, and it just seemed a little bit, it just didn't feel right. But now it's like the other characters, if you're playing as, if I'm playing Sam B, the other characters would be at like the base camp, and they'll be all hanging around there. So it makes it a little bit more realistic, and so that was a good idea. So yeah, if you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. Cause if you like a zombie game, it's definitely one to pick up. So yeah, I recommend Dead Island Riptide.